Okay, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Explain.
Judge, we're approaching on Mr. Brown, Jamal Brown. It's a fugitive case. Judge, he signed for state jail time back in September 24th or 26th, I believe. And we're still here. He's asking me to approach to see if the court will consider forcing the state to have the fugitive case thrown out. They're asking for a reset for November.
When someone gets sentenced to some kind of prison time, that disposes of the case, right?
Well, they have to get picked up first by like state. This is a state jail pickup case, so
Okay.
it has to be picked up by the state jail first.
When does that happen?
Well, they told me they get a max of 2 years. Not that it's going to take 2 years. Not that's going to take 2 years. But we typically reset it out 30 days. And we have to keep doing that. I have reached out to state jails in the past for
Even if I were to give you a bond, a PR bond, they're not going to let him out because he got
Correct.
sentenced to state jail.
Correct, Judge.
You want me to explain it to him? Please. So we're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place because even if they give you a bond,
He's not going
you
anywhere.
pled to state jail time. Now, is he done with the state jail time? How much time is he?
He pled to 10 months, so they're just waiting to be picked
And
up.
how much credit does he have? Do you know?
Well, he's waiting to serve his time in the state jail.
I know, but he still has credit and he's building credit while he waits to even get to state jail. So,
I don't know.
yeah, I mean, if he's been in jail for a long time. I need you to look at the felony bill. I'm guessing the 187.
Yeah.
I see it, Judge, yeah. That email you were talking about.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I should be able to pull the judgment anyways. I might- Okay, so he got 10 months state jail. He got 97 days credit. That was on. It's 9/24, right?
Yes.
So now we're what, 10/29, so that's. How are you? You're
Confused.
Jamal Brown?
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Jamal Brown, you are wanted out of
Jefferson Parish, Louisiana. Yeah.
for
That's 13,000.
another theft case. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, now 6. Doesn't get better.
I
with-
already signed.
I got it. So what I see, you signed for 10 months state jail. Okay. I see that you signed with 97 days credit. I see that you've been waiting for at least 35 days in jail. That probably around, it gives you around 130 to 132 days credit from what I see. Even if I give you a bond right now, a PR bond, you're not going anywhere because you have a sentence to serve. So even if I give you a bond, you're just going to sit there until they take you to state jail. So there's nothing, what I was telling Abel here is that you're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place because you got time that you got to serve. So there's nothing that I can really do to force them to take you to state jail. I don't know why. I mean, is it booked at the gills or what?
Sometimes they'll have them sit in the county jail until their time is almost up, and then it starts a process to release them.
I will say that county time's a lot easier than state jail time.
Yeah, I
So
don't.
that's kind of a blessing in disguise, you
I
know?
don't want to do county time. I'd rather go to stage 8. If you
But
could
it's
give
up
me,
to them when TUC decides to pull.
I know you give me a PR bond, that'd be fine, and I'll go from there. I don't want to do county time.
That's not gonna happen, man.
Okay, so why did you tell me
You
that?
got 10 months.
He said even if he gave you.
I know, but I'm
Good
not.
try.
I'm not trying to leave. I'm trying to leave county so I can go to state jail because I have other things I want to take care of. Want to get my 20%. I don't want to stay in county time. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So if you could give me a PR bond so I can wind up doing my state jail time and I go and take care of my Louisiana time.
Me giving you a PR bond doesn't necessarily mean that they're gonna get you to state jail any faster.
Okay, but if you could, that's what I'd like to be granted.
Okay. Is there any way to expedite him to get to state jail? What did they say?
Well, I haven't talked today extensively about this yet. We just knew that we had to approach with counsel today. As far as I know, whenever I've tried to reach out to state jail or like TC about when they're gonna pick up, they usually don't give me like a specific day that they're gonna do it. I could reach out, but I can't guarantee that they're actually gonna say they'll pick up in time.
And it's kind of early still. You want to reach out today to see what he has to say about this?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then, if he can, try to put in a call to state jail to see what's going on. The 20%, doesn't that come from a judge anyways?
No, it comes from the drug program. Harris County gives it 20%. I was on there last year. It gives it 20% when I go down there, but I have to go down there in order to receive my 20%. I don't want to necessarily do 10 months in county because I didn't sign for 10 months in county. I signed for 10 months state jail. And I would like to go down to state jail so I can be able to, go to the law library, write Louisiana, start taking care of business down there because they don't have the proper materials down here in Harris County.
Can you also reach out today and ask him, because he's doing 10 months state jail, is Louisiana still interested in him? Do they still want him?
Okay, yeah.
A lot of times when someone gets sentenced to prison or state jail time, the demanding jurisdiction, meaning here, Louisiana, will release the hold. But because here it's only state jail time, not that much granted, and you're like you're saying, you're getting 20%, they may want to keep the hold so that when you do get your time done in state jail, at that point they'll ship you off to Louisiana to deal with that.
That's what I like to have.
Yeah. So give me a little bit of time. I'm going to reach out to another prosecutor to see what we can do about trying to get you more information. I can't guarantee anything, but we'll try.
Yeah, please.
Well, worst they can say is take a hike, but we'll try for you.
Yeah, so I have a question. So they was going to keep me here to hold for 10 months.
Sorry?
They was going to try to keep me here for 10 months and keep resetting.
No. We'll get you to state jail, but the problem is that they're probably not going to release the Louisiana hold.
That's fine. That's fine. I would like to go to state jail. I wouldn't want to do no time in county.
Let's try to get you there. We'll try to get you there. Okay.
So wait, I have a question. So they was going to continue keeping me here because last time I came here and I never seen.
No, like I said, my experience is when someone gets sent to state jail or prison, they release the hold. That's my experience.
Our fugitive case isn't actually keeping him here. It's just we are waiting on state jail to come and get him.
But look, we're going to try to reach into it for you, and then I'll bring you out a little bit. But Dustin, how is it possible that he's still testing positive? He's got 9 pills and they were prescribed a year ago.
Or permitted when he has a seizure. He had a seizure. He actually texted me asking if he could go to his mom's feet for her to monitor him. I said, no, your mom needs to go to you because you're on the monitor for curfew. He said, yes, there's a seizure. He wanted to be monitored. And so he said, I took my harassment out. That's why he only has 9 at a time. It's when he has a seizure. He hasn't available. He's not doing it. He only does it.
So how do we know that he's just not making it up that he has one?
He only has 9 of them. It's not gonna be something.
No. How do we know about the fact that he's just not fibbing about seizures? You got to understand, in the nature of our business, we don't take people for their word. I can't,
But he texted me asking if you go to his mom's. I said, no, your mom needs to go to you because the curfew. I said, in that violation, that issue. I said, if you need to go to the ER, you can go to the ER. He's like, I don't feel like I need to go to the ER to my out of hand.
I guess, Judge, does he have medical records that he could?
Oh, yeah, like this is a prescription record.
Well, those are prescription records, but are there records like just saying, like from a doctor saying that he has these conditions? Because maybe that would ease your concerns, Judge.
And Judge, just so you're aware, he has reached out to his primary care physician and requested a referral to a psychiatrist because he did take a lot of footage to the heart and he does want to explore those options. So he does have a referral. He's going to be thinking about it. So.
Come on, Mr. Jones. The only thing I'm trying to say,
but he has 1 positive for the benzo. It's not before or after, but he only has 9 for per needed. So it's not like he's getting a bunch.
It's not good to substitute one addiction for another addiction. You're only hurting yourself in the long run. At some point, you're going to have to deal with this because what you're literally doing is you're slowly killing yourself physically and mentally. And it's not a good way to go through life. At some point, you're going to have to deal with this. And it's better sooner than later, because the more time you take, the more difficult things become. You know what I mean? We're not here to hurt you. We want to help you and we want to see you in the best light that you can be. And you end up in just, I don't want you to be addicted from one thing to the other. I want you to be able to deal with it and deal with it in a healthy way so that you're not always having to deal with some kind of substance or some kind of chemical. Because truth be told, Mr. Jones, it's mind over matter, you know? And I know it's easier said than done, but you can. When you put your heart and soul, you can get anything done. So, have you been prescribed or have you been found that you have a seizure, that you have?
Just, I really don't think this is appropriate to be talked on a public forum. This is HIPAA protected health information. I have to object, sorry.
And well, then you're gonna have to provide me with records so.
If you want to have a conference in chambers or without audio, I'm fine with that. But I'm not trying to put more of his medical history out there for the internet and YouTube to see. I don't think it's appropriate. You can still live stream it, just mute it, just like if you were in trial and the jury shouldn't hear it.
I need to know that if he's taking benzos, it's not something that's illegal. That
Okay,
it's
and-
actually prescribed and it's for a medically necessary purpose.
And we can provide that, not in front of the world.
Okay, so I guess set it for later this week, and I want to see that he has the the purpose.
I will submit it to you under seal, so you can review it. It's not, but I'm not gonna do a public filing, and I'm
I'm
gonna
okay with
object to a
that,
public
Dustin.
hearing.
I'm okay with that. I have no issue with that, but if it continues to test for benzos,
And he probably should test today for benzos. It's gonna be, he's not taking it seriously, he's not taking it as a thing, and he doesn't have a prescription, which I provided to you. But I don't want to discuss, well, Walgreens wouldn't lie, Judge,
I get it, but you have 9 and it's been since,
per needed. You don't take all 9 unless you need one at a time. That's why they give you 9. They don't give you 60. If you're doing it daily, they give you 60. If you're doing per needed, they give you 9.
so let's do this. Then if he is, he only has a limited number, right?
Correct.
So if he's tested positive already 3 times for benzos,
That's not accurate. I don't.
then that's 3 pills,
Twice, okay, twice.
okay?
But you tested him 3 times in 3 weeks, so.
Okay, we're gonna continue to do it because I want to make sure that you're not using it. Do you understand? Okay, all right, here you go.
Thank you. We'll submit, let's make sure I'm clear on what we're doing, so.
Done. Yeah, I'm gonna keep testing you like crazy. I want you to know that.
So we just set him up for weekly testing, Judge, as part of
That's what we're-
conditions.
yes.
We're not going to court every single week. Because it's kind of, I mean, personally, it's a little bit harder on my docket.
You
too.
don't have to, you don't
Okay.
have to show. He's got to come and test every Monday and Thursday. You don't have to show. He does.
Does that include like showing the court or just a 49 cent, just send
Yeah,
it?
just make sure where you want to
Just,
go.
but you got to come here to get the order and then we send you there.
Okay,
So you come here, get the order, we send you there, and then you go, and then we'll deal with it when the time comes.
And also I'm getting.
I need proof also that he's all medical conditions, because I want to know that it's medically necessary, that you're not taking it just for s and giggles. That's not,
understand.
That's for Judge.
okay? All right, guys.
How you doing?
Look at what they dragged in.
I know, I haven't
Been
seen
so
you
long. What's
in like
new?
a while,
Yeah.
since you took the bench.
new?
James Austin, Your Honor,
Yeah.
Your Honor, have a Raul Casares. It's, I wanted to approach the court about a walkthrough and
Okay.
setting bond and conditions. And he's here with the bondsman, Your Honor.
You want, bring him up, please?
Council, make it a cost.
Yeah, sure. Sorry about that.
253
5183.
5183.
Yes, sir.
Casares.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Casares, you're charged with, I think I remember this case. You're charged with indecent assault. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. we're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you. Is this the one where there's a maid?
Yes, Your Honor.
The complainant was employed as a housekeeper in the defendant's home. The complainant was cleaning up the house when the defendant approached the complainant and told the complainant to touch it. The complainant refused to touch the defendant and the defendant grabbed the complainant's right hand and placed it on the defendant's genitals over his clothes. The defendant eventually left and told the complainant not to tell anyone about the situation. The defendant later approached the complainant as she was cleaning the bathroom, and the defendant entered the bathroom and locked the door. The defendant then grabbed the complainant's right breast, removed her face mask, and began kissing the complainant. The complainant believed if she kept ignoring the defendant, he would stop. The defendant did eventually stop and left the bathroom. The officer observed text messages between the defendant and the complainant, where the complainant stated she wanted nothing to do with the defendant, and her decision was firm.
Okay. Mr. Caceres, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm issuing what's called a magistrate's order for emergency protection that identifies her as a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence or an assault against this person, commit an act in furtherance of an offense under section 42.072 of the Texas Penal Code, which is the stalking statute. You cannot threaten, harass, use another person to communicate a threat or harassing behavior. You cannot be in possession of a weapon or go within 200 feet of where she lives or where she works. If you violate this court order, the state can and will file a, additional case against you, violation of a protective order, and things will go sideways quick. You have a lawyer. He will take care of you because you have a lawyer. I will waive your appearance, but it is your responsibility to stay in touch with Mr. Olson, and he will tell you if and when you have to come back to court. If he tells me he can't get a hold of you because you're playing games, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. So if you pick up a new case, violate conditions, no more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You guys, let's talk about bond. There's no bond set at this time. You guys have a recommendation.
5,000.
Judge, I would ask for 2,500. He has no contact with the complainant.
Any criminal history that you guys see?
Yes, Judge, he was on a 2-year probation out of Bear County and for a DWI, but this was in 1990. And then he had another charge for a possession of marijuana in 1992 out of Bear County, and the disposition on that is unknown. But those are his only 2 other charges.
Those are the only things you see?
Or read it NCIC, Your Honor, just.
Please. Assuming that's it, Mr. Casares, I'll tell you now that I will do everything in my power to protect the city at all costs. I think that, and I firmly believe that everybody deserves at least one chance. I will give you a PR bond now, but I'm not going to give you another one. If you pick up a new case, you become a danger to our city, I only have one place for you, and that's lockup. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll set the bond at 2,500. I'll give you a PR bond and then go from there. He needs to sign the MOA. Also, we'll put other conditions for him, no contact and no weapons, and that's it for now.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, guys. Thank you, Mr. Olson. All right, sir. Do not leave until we get you to sign all the paperwork. Okay.
Right this way.